Good evening, folks. Monday. Okay, that was a bit silly. So today I wanted to talk about Keep It Simple Samantha, otherwise known as Keep It Simple Stupid, otherwise known as, actually I found out there were another couple, Keep It Simple, oh, I've lost it. Yeah, there were another couple of ways it was called. Keep It Short and Simple, or Keep It Simple and Straightforward. Why am I talking about this today? Well, it's actually on my manifesto, and I should have put that in the description. Oops, oh well. I'll go back and change it. So it came to me today because I was getting bogged down, like completely bogged down and overcomplicating something that should have been relatively simple. So I was taking a onboarding process with some new clients, and where in my brain all my forms and the things I need to get them to sign and what are the questions I want to ask them, all that kind of thing, I wanted to just go like bang. And then I was like, oh, I've got to and at the moment my VA couldn't do it for me, so I was like, okay, I've got to upload this into here, and then I've got to put this here, and then I was like, ugh! And I was getting so bogged down on the complexity of it that I was just like, oh God, I'll just email them the Word document. And it was driving me crazy. So then it became complete overwhelm, and I didn't do what I needed to get done in a timely fashion. So what do we mean when we say keep it simple, Sally, Samantha, insert? Because stupid's not actually a very nice thing to say. So you may just be less advanced in a particular area, not actually stupid. So what do we mean by we say? Well, you can do it in every part of your life. There's a lot of people have the KISS principles in design technologies. There's a lot of KISS principles involved in developing software. There's a lot of KISS principles involved in coaching practices. But how can you KISS it in life? Like, how can you KISS it in life? Things as simple as, when you go to something and there's a PowerPoint presentation and they've got like 5 gazillion points on there and you're like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Whereas if you go to something and there's a PowerPoint or keynote presentation and there's one picture and like one word and you can soak it in, like that is literally the KISS principle. It's like keep things as simplistic as possible. Now, you may laugh, but I actually try and keep the KISS principle with what I wear. So today, plain dress, purple, more fuchsia, whatever colour you want to call it. And I have just a couple of points of jewellery to pick up the colour. To me, that's keeping it simple. When I have something more colourful, like floral or patterns or something, I very, very rarely wear much jewellery because I'm like, it's overpowering. So I think you can take the KISS principle into many, 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 many areas of your life. So I've made a couple of notes. So we're going to go through a couple of them, okay? So how about, where could you keep it simple in emails? Keep them short. Keep it short, Sally. Like, you don't need to be verbose in everything you write. I am guilty of this because I tend to do the emails with, hi, how are you? I keep them really conversational. I hope you're really well. How's bump watch going if they're pregnant? Or how was your dinner you were telling me about? Blah, 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 blah. When I could have literally just said, did you get that thing done? Thanks, Sam. So keeping emails as succinct as possible without all the long stuff, one great way to do it, okay? And this actually, the KISS principle feeds in a lot into when I've talked previously about decision fatigue and how when we've got minds with so much stuff that have to happen and we've got to make all these decisions, that we get to 7:30 at night and we're like, oh shit, what am I going to eat for dinner? I can't decide. So guess what? Plan that stuff out and keep it simple. So know that, on Friday night's takeaway night. Hi, Charlie. Monday night, I pick up Elodie, for example, and I'll actually grab takeaway when I go to pick her up because she finishes late tonight. The more simple you can keep any of those routines with food, with clothing, with exercise, with just works so well. In your work productivity, the simpler you can keep it, the better. So if you can have one app instead of 3, go the one app. Again, this plays into doing things like taking off alerts and notifications on your phone, because they just bombard you, and that's sure as hell not keeping it simple. And so much software today helps with this. So if you're using Xero, for example, you don't need to have 500 other things going in. You can scan the receipt and upload it directly into your expenses. Your bank feeds automatically in. So that helps a great deal with that kind of work productivity. If there's a letter that you write often, save it as a template. Don't rewrite it. That just kills you. Like, that's just wasting time. And lists. So productivity, keeping it simple, lists. Don't overcomplicate things. In business, like, how are you overcomplicating things? Are you trying to offer your customers 500 different things? Like, don't do it. Like, if you go into Peter Alexander, it's sleepwear and candles. And I think they only do the candles. Oh, and you can get gift cards for the candles. And they only do the candles, A, because it makes their shops smell fantastic, and B, I think when he started it, he liked the candles. So it was a love thing rather than this is a great, because you shouldn't burn a candle when you're in bed. That's bad juju. You might burn the house down. So don't recommend that. Joe Malone, started with bath oil. Keep it simple. Simple packaging. Incredible. It was all about the fragrances. But the concept, this design, what she started her business with, simple. There are so many examples like that in the world, like so many examples. Musicians have those examples. How often do you listen to a musician and you're like, oh God, who are they now? What are they doing? And they've just overcomplicated it, like, because they're doing a different style. I was at a conference, as you know, in San Diego a couple of weeks ago, and someone said, oh yeah, Rihanna, now she's coming out with Fenty Law. Like, Rihanna, just make music. That's what we want you to do. And it's true. So there's now Fenty Cosmetics, Fenty lingerie, Fenty this, Fenty. I happen to like the Fenty lipsticks, so, Rihanna, keep that going. But in some ways, her expanding and doing that kind of thing has diluted her message and confused people. So don't do that. Another thing where we should keep it simple is when we get involved in other people's stuff. So if you're getting involved in other people's problems and things like that, you can actually keep that simple. Remain a little detached. Couple of word answers. Don't get overly involved and overcomplicate things. That's a big one where you just keep it simple. Stay away. Boundaries I talk about a heap. Oof. I think the big ones for me, and the lessons I learned today, is that systemization, ironic given I used to coach people in business systemization, but it's no longer my jam. So I was getting myself in a kerfuddle because it's no longer my area of expertise. So I'm not abreast of, that's funny me saying that, isn't it? I'm not up to speed on what people are doing and what the systems are and what people are doing in that area. So I was totally overwhelmed. Should have kept it simple and gone, I need to do, and this is how you do it. Literally, take a sticky note. If there's a process that you need to follow that's getting really overcomplicated, write down where the starting point is, where the end point is, what all the different bits in the paint. So in my case, it was paperwork they needed to get, it was questionnaires they needed to fill out, appointments they needed to schedule, a whole lot of stuff. And then get rid of a couple of them, or see how you can merge two of them to make it easier for your customer or your client. There's a reason subscription boxes and membership sites and things like that are so popular. Sorry, I should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Flower delivery service that gives you fresh flowers every couple of weeks, because we don't have to think about it. They just arrive. Hello Fresh, Glam Corner, all these things that make life easy are based on the premise of we need to keep it simple, Samantha. That's it. So look at some things in your life tomorrow, and any of those moments where you go, it's complicated, and write your little start, finish, what's in between, and how can you make changes to keep it simple. Until then, kiss.